Hi, in the last video, we expressed a need to give a meaning to this expression 3 divided by 5. So in this definition, we hope to give a meaning to 3 divided by 5. So 3 divided by 5, we are defining it to be as the length of one part when a segment of length 3 is partitioned into 5 equal parts. So what we're saying is on the number line, let's look at this segment that starts at 0, ends at 3. This segment is of length 3 units. If we were to partition it or divide it up into 5 equal parts by length, then any one of those small parts would have the same length, and we are saying 3 divided by 5 is by definition the length of such a piece. So then it becomes important for us to ask what is the length of such a piece, because 3 divided by 5 is the length of such a piece. So you might be thinking that whatever that length is, you might be wondering if it's 3 over 5, because you're thinking, well, you're dividing this long segment into 5 equal pieces. So if the length of the piece, each of those small pieces is really 3/5, and if you concatenate 5 such pieces, then you would get a segment of length 5 times 3 over 5. And by another video, that is this, which is 3. So we do get back this total length. So you might be guessing that 3 divided by 5 must be 3/5. In other words, 3/5 must be the length of one such part, because if you put 5 of those pieces of length 3/5, you are getting a long piece whose length is 3. So this might be your guesswork, and you're correct. 3 divided by 5 and is exactly 3 over 5. In other words, the length of one such part is 3 over 5. So instead of this guesswork, let's also go ahead and do a direct computation to see where we go ahead and actually cut up this segment of length 3 into 5 equal parts, and let's make sure that the length of each part is in fact 3 over 5. Let's do that now. So notice it is kind of a difficult thing to cut up this segment of length 3 into 5 equal parts, especially because 3 is not a multiple of 5. So we can do the following. We can take this long segment and cut it up into as many pieces as we would like. And in fact, I'll go ahead and cut this segment into 5 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do it the same thing to each of these. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have this long segment of length 3. I can think of it as a concatenation of 15 segments, because I cut up each of these segments into 5 pieces. 15 small segments where the length of each piece is 1/5. So this, I need to divide this long piece into 5 equal pieces. If I view this long piece as made up of 15 short pieces, concatenation of 15 short pieces. Now, if I divide up those 15 into 5 equal parts, then I would be done. And what does that give me? 15 divided by 5 is 3. So I would group my segments as follows. 1, and then 3 more segments. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there is my length of this original segment of length 3 partitioned into 5 equal parts. 3 divided by 5 is supposed to be the length of any of these parts. What is the length of this part? Well, I divided up this unit segment into 5 equal parts. So we know this is 1 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, and so on. I don't need to put the rest of them. because right now I can tell that this length, this segment's length is 3/5. So by direct computation, we are able to see 3 divided by 5, which is supposed to be the length of one of these small parts, is in fact 3/5. We see that there, 3/5. So 3 divided by 5 is 3/5. So here are some observations. Look at this point. That point is 3 copies. This length is 3 copies of one of the unit fraction 1/5. 3/5 is the third multiple of 1/5. Now what we are also saying is that if you were to take a segment of length 3 and partition it into 5 equal parts, the length of any one of those parts is also 3/5. So that's what our conclusion is. And so from here onwards, 3 divided by 5 is the fraction 3/5. So this statement is sometimes called the division interpretation of a fraction. So originally we defined 3/5 as this particular point, which is the third multiple of the unit fraction 1/5. Now we are giving it a division interpretation, which is 3/5 can be thought of as 3 divided by 5 in this manner. We take a segment of length 3 and we partition it into 5 equal parts, and the length of each part is 3 divided by 5. So 3/5 can also be thought of that way. And in another video, we'll generalize the same result using letters. Thank you.